Welcome to Charts Today. Today's edition for Tuesday, the 31st of October, comes to you from London, and we start by looking at the dollar, just coming back a bit over the last couple of days, but still maintaining its position above the cloud on price. Lagging line yet to get through. This is the dollar index, remember, so it's a basket of currencies, but the dollar is still looking relatively strong over recent weeks, and we see here from the September low, we have had a re-rating, and the euro has been falling on various things, but mostly, of course, the Spanish turmoil. And we are seeing here just trying to recover, but still bearish in the short term, and the medium term is just falling away as well. The yen dollar is weaker against the yen, so we have seen the yen looking a little bit stronger. Sterling, we're seeing, has actually had a bit of a resurgence back above the 132 level against the dollar, and we're just seeing here this medium term run showing through. So bullish for sterling on the medium and short term charts, but just this long term chart still has work to do. Need to get above this 134, 135 level and hold it really. We see here sterling looking stronger here as well, against the Swiss franc looking stronger, and against the Australian dollar also looking stronger. So we are seeing just sterling having a better time over the last few weeks. The US stock market, S&P 500, is closing at 25.72, so still looking pretty strong. Nasdaq looking very strong, holding its bullish position on all three time frames. The Dow just last few days has been a bit flat, but has been a very strong performer this year, and the Russell 2000 has actually been relatively weak. So we are just seeing it's not broad based at the moment, the move in US equities. The S&P future up about 0.2%, and the Nasdaq E-mini up 0.25%, a quarter of a percent. So we are just seeing that the markets look set to open a bit higher today in the US. FTSE 100 up very, very slightly this morning, but still bearish on the short-term chart. The FTSE 250 is actually bullish on the short-term chart, but really a shortage of upside targets on all these charts, giving us a really hard call on the UK market. The DAX looking stronger on that weaker euro, continuing to look strong on all three time frames. The Nikkei holding its strength, and the Hang Seng also just looking strong medium and long term, but short term we're just seeing here that it is pulling back a little bit. And Shanghai also looking good. So Indian market looking strong, and the Australian market has been flat the last week, having had a very good run for the last few weeks. So we are seeing just some resilience there in holding that strength. The Brent Crude price is still above $60, so we're looking bullish here. Shortage of short-term upside targets. We have got some clearer longer-term ones. And WTI, again, we've reached the target area, so and a shortage of new targets to play for, so we probably need new thrusts to be generated. But the chart looking pretty bullish here as well. US nat gas just struggling at the $3 mark, still bearish in the short term. Going straight to gold, we see gold is actually just pulling back a bit. It is bullish above the cloud now on the short term chart and the medium and long term charts, but quite a mixed picture still. Too hard to say yet that we're running higher. We need to get back above that $1,300 to be convinced. Silver, also much the same picture, although the lagging line not quite through on the short-term chart here. Taking a look at US Treasury yields, sitting at 2.4%. So that's quite key. And Apple is looking strong, another good performance yesterday. And Google also holding its strength. Amazon looking very strong, having jumped last week. Facebook sitting in these high 170s in the news today, so it'll be interesting to see how the price reacts there. And Microsoft also looking very strong too. That's it for today. Until tomorrow, happy charting. See you then.